Good day, sir. I am Juntan Ibdaw, a Bachelor of Science in Criminology to Black B. The first question is, what are personnel security measure and its purposes? When we say personal security measure, it start before an hiring of an employees to determine the genuineness of the employees. Okay, and to prevent the employees to access the assets of the company. It identifies the security measures in proportion to the risk. It reduces the risk of employing personnel likely to prevent security concern. And also it establishes that applicants and contractors are who they claim to be. Means that the one who employ is the one have the correct documents that it connects or it match the documents they pass and the person appear, and to close down the opportunities for abuse, okay, of the organization assets so that it can minimize the abuse of the employees because of their doubtful loyalty. Second question is, why is pre-employment screening is important? Pre-employment screening is important because it start before the employment of the employees. Okay, it has the proof of identity and address. Okay, it identifies the employees of his basic information like his identity and his address. And second is it is the details of education and employment. Okay, if what is the label of educational attainment he possessed and or achieved, or uh, the backgrounds of his previous works. And next is the criminal records check. It checks that if the employees has a criminal record that might affect the company. Okay, when we see and the next one is the financial check. It shows that if these employees appropriate for this job because of his financial needs. Okay, the next is the checking of at least two character reference. When we see two character reference, it could be the biodatas and the documents to prove the genuinity, or it could be IDs, okay, to prove the the genuineness of the employee if he is the one presented in person with the use of his to prove with of his IDs and it could be documents, birth certificate, or etc. or legal IDs. The third question is why it is important to practice ongoing personal security. It is important to practice an ongoing personal security because it is a system of policies and procedures that manages the rest of the staff of the contractors exploiting legitimate access to an premises or assets for unauthorized purposes. Okay, it helps the company to uh, minimize the potential uh, danger to the assets that belong to the company. The purpose is it minimize the likelihood of the employees on becoming a security concern, to implement the security measures in a way that it is proportionate to the risk, and to reduce the risk of the insider activity or the inside job, and protect the organization assets, okay, and where the necessary carry out the suspicious or provide evidence for the disciplinary procedure. It prevents the illegal access from the employees to the assets. Okay, that is the ongoing personal security. The fourth question is what happens during an exit procedure. An exit procedure is when an employee who leaves an organization could possibly have considerable knowledge about the assets, operations, and security vulnerabilities. It includes the return of all assets, access, tools, and identities that belong to the organization. It is when the employee wanted to leave the company and he is knowledgeable enough that company might be disadvantaged. Okay, it includes the uniforms, the security pass or the password, the mobile phones, etc. Okay, that is during exit procedure. It must be eliminated. It must be uh, mabilin. It includes what is written in their contracts. And the fifth question is, what are the three lines of defense and how do they provide a physical security? Okay, we must first define what is physical security. Physical security, it is a device or a perimeter that is being installed. It is placed between the the intruder and the materials that being protected. Okay, it has a three lines of physical defense, namely the perimeter defense, or it is the protective barrier, or it could be the fences or guards or the gates. The second is the inside perimeter defense. When we say inside perimeter defense, it is the doors, the floors, the windows, the roof, or the grills, locks, case, etc. And the third is the storage system. When we say storage system, it is the safe or the vaults. Okay, that is the three lines of defense of physical security. Okay, the number 6 question is, what are the factors to consider in documents and information security? When we say document and information security, it is also important as physical security because it involves the protection of papers, okay? Or the classified papers from loss, or the special handling for classified papers. There are factors that were categorized for the information document and information security. Namely, it is the vulnerability, the awareness and the access control, risk, the resources, uh, security management and compliance and policy, etc. The number 7 question is, what are the characteristics of information? When you say information, it is important because it must have a special handling, and also it must not be contaminated in order to have a genuine or the integrity of the flow of information among it could be companies or in groups or in a station. Okay, when you say information characteristic, okay, this includes uh, the relevance, the timeliness, the accuracy, the correct information format, and the completeness and the accessibility. Okay, that is the characteristic of information: the relevance, the timeliness, accuracy, correct information format, and completeness and accessibility. That's all, sir, and thank you.